Have you ever spoken and felt your own words return to you as a hollow echo? You bring forth the purest reasoning, the purest intent, yet it seems to dissolve into the noise of the world, unheard. Most believe that to be seen, one must create a storm, to raise one's voice like the wind. But the ancient wisdom teaches us something different. True power is not found in the thunder, but in the silent, unshakable mountain that witnesses it. Imagine entering any space, a room of tension, a family gathering, a simple conversation, and with the quiet weight of a single sentence, you create a space of stillness, a space where you are heard, where you are felt without ever raising your voice. Today, I wish to share with you 5 streams of language. These are not mere phrases, they are practices. When you allow them to flow from your centered self, they invite anyone, be it a superior, a loved one, or a stranger, to meet you in a place of respect. The most beautiful part: no storm is required. I invite you to remain present until the end. For the 3rd stream we will explore holds a current so transformative, it can alter the very landscape of how you are perceived. Even the most turbulent energies will find stillness before it. I invite you to walk this path with me. If this journey resonates with your spirit, let your presence be known with a simple touch, and join our circle to continue these explorations, so that your notification becomes a gentle bell, reminding you to return to center. In my tradition, we are taught that it is not the event itself, but the space we hold around it, that defines our reality. In the art of cultivating respect, this is a profound truth. There is no need to react with the fire of anger or the wind of a raised voice. We can instead respond with the firmness of the earth and the clarity of still water. The old masters understood that the right words are like seeds. Small, yet they contain the blueprint for a great tree. Think on this. Through all the ages, the souls who leave a deep mark are not those who made the most noise, but those who spoke from a place of quiet conviction, their presence a wellspring of moral authority. One ancient ruler, who was also a deep thinker, guided an entire civilization not with an iron fist, but with a steady heart, for he knew that true respect is born from the union of clarity and self-mastery. In the currents of our modern lives, this truth remains unchanged. In a tense meeting, a flowing dialogue with a partner, or even a fleeting encounter with another soul, your energy can be calm. If your words are rooted in your center, people will listen. And this is precisely the practice you are about to learn. The 5 streams of expression that, when allowed to flow at the right moment, invite anyone to see the mountain within you. The first is the practice of the clear stream. The words are, I hear your current, but my own flows a different way. This stream is gentle, yet it has the power to shape rock. It communicates that you have waded into the other person's river, that you have felt the direction of their energy, but that your own source remains distinct and firm. You do not build a dam. You do not splash in defense. You remain in the quiet power of your own flow. Picture a space where another's idea is a powerful river, but one that is clearly flowing away from the sea. Instead of shouting, "That river is wrong," or standing silent on the bank, you meet their energy and gently say, "I hear your current, but my own flows a different way." In that moment, you establish the sacred boundary of your own riverbed and show that your course is guided from within. In our practice, this is the separation of external energy from internal knowing. You have no need to prove your river is superior. You need only to make clear that your river has its own, undeniable path to the ocean. The magic of this stream is that it avoids a clash of floods, but leaves the imprint of a deep, respected river in the mind of the one who hears it. The second is the path of the unshakable mountain. The words are, I do not find harmony with that energy. This path closes the gate to any discordant energy without needing a long and winding road of explanation. It is direct, rooted, and difficult to challenge. When you walk this path, you make it clear that there is a sacred ground within you that will not be disturbed. Imagine that in the middle of a flowing exchange, another being casts a shadow with a thoughtless comment or a harmful jest. Instead of pretending the sun is still shining or turning away in silence, you meet their gaze and state in stillness, "I do not find harmony with that energy." This simple utterance invites the other to witness their own shadow. It shows you are not willing to nurture a seed of disrespect in your inner garden. My lineage teaches that personal dignity is a temple. An ancient master once said that he who honors his own inner temple will have it be honored by others. And these words, spoken from a place of stillness, are a direct way to show that you honor your temple without needing to enter into a battle at its gates. The third is the way of the patient gardener. The words are, "Let us speak again," when the weather is calm enough for seeds to be planted. This way does not just stop a storm, it gives you the wisdom to tend to the garden of the entire situation. You are not retreating from the rain, you are wisely setting the conditions for a future harvest. Imagine another is speaking to you from a place of inner storm, their words like harsh winds and driving rain. Instead of raising a storm of your own to match, you take one deep breath, remain rooted, and say, "Let us speak again when the weather is calm enough for seeds to be planted." In that instant, the entire climate shifts. The other person is invited to witness their own storm because you have made it clear that you will only cultivate a garden of dialogue, not a field of battle. In our terms, this is pure mastery of the inner self. A great teacher taught that you cannot control the weather of others, but you can always control your own roots. And here, your response not only protects your own inner peace, but also teaches the other how to approach your garden. The impact of this practice is so profound that the first time you embody it, you will notice an immediate quiet, a stillness, and curiously, a deeper listening for your words when the sun returns. The fourth is the art of the sacred gate. The words are, "I choose not to walk further down this path." This art is like closing a gate, gently but firmly. It conveys that you have decided not to invest your life force in a journey that leads nowhere. This is not about fleeing the path. It is about choosing which paths lead to nourishment. Imagine you are in an exchange with someone who is lost in a forest of their own making, only trying to pull you into their confusing circles. You can feel the energy becoming tangled, a river flowing back on itself. In that moment, you look at them with compassion and say, "I choose not to walk further down this path." With those words, you reclaim your energy, you release the tension, and you demonstrate that your own inner stillness is more valuable than being right. An old emperor wrote, "The greatest victory is to be unlike the one who has caused the harm." This practice is the living embodiment of that wisdom. You do not enter their chaotic game, and that makes you a source of strength and clarity in the eyes of others. The fifth is the path of the two trees. The words are, "That is the sky your branches reach for, and I honor it. But my roots are in a different earth." This path joins two powerful energies, honoring and rootedness. You acknowledge the truth of the other's tree, but you affirm the ground of your own, without asking permission or creating an unnecessary wind between you. Imagine a soul you care for, a friend or family member. Insist that your tree should grow in their way. Instead of arguing leaf by leaf, you respond with a calm heart. "That is the sky your branches reach for, and I honor it. But my roots are in a different earth." With this, you close the door to the wind of their pressure. You nourish the connection between you. And at the same time, you affirm the sacred ground of your own being. An old sage said that to be a vine, dependent on the opinions of others, is the deepest prison. This path is the key to that invisible gate, reminding you that you can honor another's forest without giving up your own sacred tree. Now you hold 5 practices that, when embodied at the right moment, will invite anyone to honor you without the need for a storm. Remember, the clear stream, the unshakable mountain, the patient gardener, the sacred gate, and the 2 trees. If you apply them from a place of stillness and inner strength, you will notice that others begin to listen more deeply, to choose their own words with more care, and to meet you with a greater sense of reverence. Because respect is never taken by force, It is a resonance, inspired by the quiet strength of your inner world. In our shared space here, we learn not to collect answers, but to cultivate the quiet ground from which our own wisdom can grow. I invite you, in the space below, to share the story of your own river, your own mountain. Let your light become a beacon for fellow travelers. If this wisdom has been a lamp for your feet, I invite you to pass it to another soul who you feel may need it. Our path continues, and if you wish to walk it with us, your presence is always welcome. May your words flow like a clear river, and may your silence stand like a strong mountain.